Hello, welcome to day 7 of the 21-day series of Sex and More. My name is Notawa Zangema. I am your sex and intimacy coach. And yeah, today is day 7, and I think it is Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. So we have 14 more days to go, 2 more weeks to go with this lockdown. Whew, as I breathe, as I breathe. But I'm really enjoying doing these videos because if it was not for the lockdown, I would not be doing the videos every day, trust. So at least I have something to look forward to on a daily basis. Today we shall be addressing parents, yay, parents, uncles and nieces and aunts and grandparents and friends as well to the parents. But basically we just be addressing adults about kids. You know, we are not, we have not forgotten you. I have not forgotten you. When I say we, I mean me, myself, and I in the universe. Yeah, so today we shall be talking about how to introduce, or rather how to talk about the sex topic to your kids at various sex age groups, obviously. Not 6 age groups, there's not 6 age groups, at various age groups. Because obviously you can't, you must tell a kid what's appropriate for their age, right, about sex. And most parents, they cringe when their kids, children, toddlers, ask them, where do kids come from? So for example, maybe you are pregnant, or someone in the family is pregnant, or your friend is pregnant, and your child asks what's in there, and you're like, child, oh okay. And then 9 months later there's a child, obviously. And because these little people are very inquisitive, she or he comes back and like, oh, so now where did the child come from? How did the child come out of you? And yeah, no, then most parents are on some, sure, okay, like difficult questions right here. But honestly, it doesn't have to be difficult. Our generation and other generations behind us were raised differently when it comes to sex. As kids, there were questions that you knew that you don't ask your parents. Like, you wouldn't ask your parents about sex because you know that's a taboo subject. We don't talk about this here at home, and so openly as well. But kids of today, they just ask, which is great. I love their liberated spirit, and I love their liberated minds, and which requires us as parents as well to catch up, even though we are lagging. Some of us are lagging behind because we're on some, no, we don't talk about this. We're still holding on to the traditional beliefs and rules, like I spoke about those the other day, that some beliefs and some values, they don't apply, they're not applicable in today's lives, and it is okay for you to change them. So if you grew up with that belief that you can't or you don't talk about sex openly in the house or with kids, it is okay for you to let go of that belief, because now it's not serving the purpose. Because being secretive about sex to your kids is not gonna do them any justice, because instead they're gonna go and watch porn videos, or go and access information from outside sources and bring the information back home, and you on some, but who taught you this? And like, if you had taught me, then I would not have gone and outsourced it. But hey, okay, I got it from outside, and we are also surprised when the kids come back pregnant or have impregnated someone, and you scold the child, and you express your disappointment, but at the same time you have not even uttered a word about sex. You've seen your child growing into puberty, but you have never even once spoken about condoms and contraceptions and abstinence, and how they protect themselves sex wise, but yet you are so disappointed at your child because now your child is pregnant, or your child has HIV or some sexual transmitted disease, but yet you have never, ever taken your time and sat down with your child and asked them, what do you know about sex? And at first it might be uncomfortable for both of you, because obviously it's a new thing. You're both not used to talking about this, you know. So it's obviously the child will answer, are you high? Is the lockdown getting onto you? Is the lockdown getting to your head? Like, are you okay, mom? Are you okay, dad? Or uncle, Coco, whoever you are that you're addressing, you know? And but it's very, I can't stress this enough, it's very, very important, because kids nowadays, they've got information at their fingertips, right? And when you as a parent are proactive in your kid's life, in your kid's sexual life, in your kid's sexuality as they grow, it curbs them from being, even when they get the information from outside, but at least now they know what you have told them. So it curbs the information that they would have consumed and believed that is wrong, or that you don't want them to go with, you know. So it's like you are already you already have a structure of this thing. So when somebody comes with a new structure in their lives, they'd be like, no, but mommy said this, no, but daddy said this. And it allows them as well to come back home and say, Mommy, I was watching YouTube, and the sex coach said this and this and this about sex. How true is it? And if you are comfortable with that, or if you agree with that, then you can say, yes, she's right. Or if you're not, if you don't agree with that information, you can say no, it's wrong, I don't think that, because of this and that. Unlike a child coming to YouTube and listening to me talking about sex, and then they get whatever information that they get, and they go practice it without your knowledge. Then the next thing, they come back here and they're emotionally scarred, they're physically scarred, they're just scarred because you were not proactive or active in their lives regarding sex. So it's very important for you to heal from your sex wounds. It's very important for you as a parent to be sexually liberated first, because obviously if you are not sexually liberated first, if you have not healed from your sexual wounds, it will be very difficult for you to open up to your child, you know. And also telling your kids, talking to your kids about your sexual journeys, about your sexual scars if you have, about your sexual wounds if you have, and how they have affected your life, you know. It's important, because sometimes history does repeat itself. So it's important for you to talk about it, and so that you can break the thing, the history journey thing. I don't know what they say. Yeah, no, it's day 7, lockdown. But yes, it's important for you to talk to your kids, to be open to your kids about such things, because then it protects them from being hurt. It protects them from making silly mistakes that honestly, they are so unnecessary. Like, honestly, they're so necessary. Like, if a child comes back to you pregnant at the age of 10, because they do fall pregnant at the age of 10. So they do. Okay. So you can't say that I cannot be talking to my child because she's 10 or he's 10. These kids do fall pregnant when they're 10. And so now your child comes back and she's pregnant. I can just imagine the hurt that you as a parent would feel. You would really, really feel gag, nonsense. What's this? Feces. Bull feces. English is fun, I swear. So, but yeah, because of obviously I will not blame the parents for the kids falling pregnant. However, had the child known that when you have sex, this what happens, and how do you have sex, your sexual organs, how do they work, you know. I see a whole lot of parents, teachers as well, because teachers are parents, most teachers are parents as well, so they also against the whole sexual education content, which is fine. I understand that from an African parents' point of view. I really, yeah, they've explained it to me, and I get it. I really do get it. However, what I say is that obviously you, since the curriculum is already out, right, and your kid will be taught that curriculum at school. So how about you as a parent? You teach your kid what you want your child to know. Yes, they'll be taught whatever curriculum that they're taught at school, but at least they will have a background or a foundation of what you as a parent have told them, because your words hold ground. Your words are powerful. Yes, the teacher's words are also powerful, because obviously, like, you get a child and they'll be like, teacher said, like, there's no teacher here, I'm here. But since we're on this lockdown, the next 14 days will be very crucial as well, for you as a parent to open up the subject of sex, openly so, and sexual organs as well. Don't call a thing, like the thing that the man has. What's a thing? Like, there's not a thing, it's a penis. Maybe you can name it, but it's not a thing, it's a penis. It's a vagina, it's not a thing, a cow, nkomo. No, it's a vagina. You know, it's bumbu, umpipi. You know, like, it's find it in your language, and call it by that. You can call it by name, but at least they know what it is. What's the organ's name, like the biological organ's name, right? And be truthful to them. Tell them about puberty. Tell them about periods and ovulation and what happens. Tell them about the sperms, the eggs. Tell them how a child is made. Tell them about condoms. Tell them about the sexually transmitted diseases. Just tell your kids. If your kids are in tertiary first year, like your kids' teenage years, you really need to be talking to your kids. You cannot be outsourcing this information, honestly, as a parent, because your kids trust you. You know, your kids trust you. Your kids look to you for protection. They look to you for guidance. And when they don't get it from you, they will obviously outsource it. You know, me not growing up, it was never, I was not privileged to have a parent that spoke to me openly about sex. I had to go and outsource it, which was cool. I've always enjoyed the sex topic, the sex subject. And then after tertiary, I used to listen to this radio station, and every Friday they would talk about sex from 10 until 11, I think, or 10:30 until 11, something like that. And I started listening to that show with my dad because I was at home. So like every Friday I would tune in. But not because I did not have a radio in my room. The radio was there. I can't remember. I think the radio was in the kitchen. Yeah, I think the radio was in the kitchen. And I mean, daddy's here, you know. So me, I want to listen to the show most. So now what must happen? I would switch it on, and we would listen, even though we wouldn't discuss it afterwards. But we would listen, both of us. And then afterwards, after the show, I would just switch off the radio, and we both go live our lives, you know. But I think I did appreciate that. I appreciated him listening in with me, and him knowing, being aware of the information that I got, that I consumed. So like baby steps, like you can start with small things, but the beginning is you as a parent personally. Dig deep as to why is the sex topic uncomfortable with you. Why are you uncomfortable about talking about sex? Where does that stem from? Who taught you that sex is wrong? Why did they teach you that sex is wrong? And why did you believe that? Is it still relevant? Is it still useful right now for you to be like that or to feel like that? And if you don't teach your parents about sex, your kids about sex, who will teach your kids about sex? Do you trust that person to teach your kids about sex and give them the right, appropriate information about sex? So yeah, anyway, that's my video for today. I hope that you will succeed in this. If you do need any assistance or anything, just drop a message over there and I will answer your questions. I will assist you in anything with whatever that you need assistance from with. Yeah, so anyway, do subscribe. Hey, I haven't said this in a while. Do subscribe. Do subscribe, share, and like I said, if you have any questions, write them in the message. Yeah, no, I realized that I see the messages quite late, even though I do check every day. I don't know what happens with this notification thing. I apologize with that, but I do get to them and I will answer your questions. So yeah, anyway, do enjoy this day. It's cold today. I'm so happy. It's a beautiful day. It's cold and it's raining and I'm indoors. So I'm happy and I'm full. I've been eating. I've gained weight and I don't mind. I don't mind gaining the weight. I don't mind the weight gain. Yeah, there we go. The weight gain. Anyway, have a great Thursday. Have a great Thursday. I will talk to you again tomorrow on day 8.